Just two grades. Peter the Great and Catherine the Great.
The collections, of which only a small part is on permanent display, comprise over 3 million items, including the largest collection of paintings
The
in the world.
throne room.
The collections occupy a large complex of 6 historic buildings along Palace Embankment, including the Winter Palace, a former residence of the Russian emperors. Apart from them, the Menchikov Palace, Museum of Porcelain, storage facility of Sarajevo, and the eastern wing of General Staff Building are also part of the museum. The museum has several exhibition centers abroad. The Hermitage is a federal state property. Since July 1992, the director of the museum has been Mikhail Fyodorovsky. Of the 6 buildings in the main museum complex, 5, namely the Winter Palace, Small Hermitage, Old Hermitage, New Hermitage, and Hermitage Theatre, are open to public. The entrance ticket for foreign tourists costs more than the fees paid by citizens of Russia and Belarus. However, entrance is free of charge the first Thursday of every month for all visitors, and free daily for students and children. The museum is closed on Mondays. The entrance for individual visitors is located in the Winter Palace, accessible from the courtyard. The Hermitage building served as a home and workplace for nearly 1,000 people, including the imperial family. In addition to this, they also served as an extravagant showpiece for all kinds of Russian relics and displays of wealth prior to art collections. Many events were held in these buildings, including masquerades for the nobility, grand receptions, and ceremonies for state and government officials. The Hermitage complex was a creation of gathering that allowed all kinds of festivities to take place in the palace, the theatre, and even the Museum of Hermitage. This helped solidify the Hermitage as not only a dwelling place for the imperial family but also as important symbol and memorial to the imperial Russian state. Today, the palace and the museum are one of the same. In Catherine's day, the Winter Palace served as a central part of what was called the Palace Square. The Palace Square served as St. Petersburg's nerve center by linking it to all the city's important buildings. The presence of the Palace Square was extremely significant to the urban development of the state Saint Petersburg, and while it became less of a nerve center later into the 20th century, its symbolic value was still very much preserved. The gallery of the historic ancient painting adjoins the Knights Hall and also flanks the skylight rooms. It was designed by Leo von Klenz in the Greek Revival style as a prelude to the museum, and features neoclassical marble sculptures by Antonio Canova and his followers. In the middle, the gallery opens to a main staircase of the new Hermitage, which served as the entrance to the museum before the October Revolution of 1917, but is now closed. The upper gallery of the staircase is adjoined with 20 grey Sardobal granite columns and features 19th-century European sculpture and Russian lapidary verse.